One of the biggest ops that was ever played on leftists is the possibility that cancel culture is real. The possibility that cancel culture is real, because it is fucking not. It's not. Snap at you, leftists. At you. I'm snapping at you. You're like, no, yeah. It's not real. I can say mean shit to people. No. It's literally has no value. It has no fucking value whatsoever. It literally does nothing. Shaming people for being that you're upsetty spaghetti at, saying people are immoral, saying people are bad, none of that has any value. And it never has, and it never will. The only thing that has value is leverage. And leverage is relative. What is leverage? Leverage is literally just like what it sounds. It's the ability to move shit, okay? Leftists have next to no leverage ever. And so when they're presented with the ability to use leverage, they always are overzealous and people will knock each other to the fucking ground. True bucket of crab shit in order to try to snatch at the lever and use it as soon as possible. You see this with like fucking idiot fucks like Glenn Greenwald and the tanky subsphere or whatever, where it's like, we think that harassment and intimidation by saying I'm going to be mean to you or like look up dirt on you on the internet, it's going to get stuff. But that's nothing. Leverage is only good if it can actually make something literally fucking happen. Ted Cruz is a guy that accumulates leverage. He's got stuff that goes on in power. First off, he's a fucking senator. Once you become a senator, unbecoming a senator is fucking hard. Literally look up the average fucking term length for senators in the United States of America. Unless you're in one of those rare as fuck swing states where you can actually like have to fight for a senator seat or a Senate seat every time the election comes up, senators stick around for fucking ever. And a senator has a senatorial vote, which is 2%. No, literally 1% of all of the power in the American Senate. You know what I mean? We got 100 senators. It's 1% of all of the power in the United States Senate. 1% of all of the voting power at any given time in America, the most powerful country ever on earth, belongs to that guy. He has 1% of all of the fucking power, and he can use it or not use it at his will or her will. That's why Ted Cruz can stay, because you could fucking hate him. Ted Cruz could start walking around naked, slapping his fucking head, saying, no, racist shit. And you could point at him and you could laugh all you fucking want. But what you don't have is 1% of all of the legislative power at any given moment in America. You don't have shit because you're a fucking leftist. The only thing leftists can do, ever, is use the vote and band together. And before the end of a 4-year cycle, get together, articulate goals, aims, organize, and go in that direction, okay? Withholding a vote is not leverage unless you're a fucking senator. Why? Because a senator can go. Once you start, this is like the fucking trick. This is the trick everybody had played on them, is these fucking uncommitted people thought that saying I'm going to withhold my vote is going to be the same thing as if you were like a senator who says they're going to withhold their vote. Because a senator withholds their vote up until the moment that they don't, which can be like right before they vote. Hey, look, it's fucking literally 2 seconds until you push the button, or 10 seconds until you push the button, long enough for me to finish this diatribe. Can I convince you? Can I give you this thing? I'll give you this thing. I want you to hit the vote. All right, fine. Yeah, okay. Cool, click. That's how fast decisions are made at the senatorial level. You can flip like that. You can have 10,000 people come to you and give you fucking asks, give you fucking engagement. He is talking to people. He goes and gives speeches, and that shit's worth fucking hundreds, 200s of thousands of dollars. Maybe he does it for free. Maybe he sends this guy's kid to college. Maybe he says, oh, hey man, I can give you a recommendation letter so that you can probably like push the line and maybe become, kind of get fast tracked to being an admiral or something in the Navy, stuff like that. That is fucking leverage. That's politics. It's how it's done. People think that morality has anything to do with any of this shit are out of their fucking minds. You're a fucking idiot. Hassan is a fucking moron. He knows nothing about politics. It's crazy. Like, he can interpret, like, basically, if you throw a rock at somebody, right? So you're like, hey man, this is a rock, I'm throwing it at you. And you throw it at that person, if they see it in the air right before it hits their face and says, oh, somebody threw a fucking rock at me, and then it hits them, that's not really predictive power. That's just noticing literally something anyone else can say. Politics is being able to figure out who the fuck has the rocks next to them and being able to get in next to them before they even have a thought of picking it up and aiming it at you. And Hassan and his entire followership does not understand that. And they get mad. You get mad at me. Get mad at me all you want. You're still L. Big L. You got nothing. What are you going to do? You going to be mean at me? Oh, Tyler, you killed fucking brown kids in Iraq. Haha. Do you feel bad? No. Because it didn't happen. I don't care at all. And if I was the kind of guy that killed kids, I wouldn't probably care because I would be a fucking sociopath. So it's a pointless thing for you to say anyway. That's it. That's all you're... That's a Hassan fan. Hey, I found some memes. I found some upset. Oh, did you know that this guy jerked off one time in a weird place? No one fucking cares. And you get so fucking busy with that bucket of crab shit, you have no idea how worthless every single fucking second you spend on the internet is. All of it's wasted. It's gone. Gone forever. Time that you'll never fucking get back because people don't understand the concept of leverage. The people that are talking about politics have followers that are like, I don't understand how this person could still be elected. It's because their likability has nothing to fucking do with it. I live in Kentucky. Do you think a lot of these people that live out in the fucking middle of nowhere like Mitch McConnell? They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't care if it's McConnell. It could be a different guy. It could literally be a different guy next time. Just find literally another peanut-shaped dude who's made out of a fucking cloth that seems to cover every wall in the hell world in Silent Hill. Throw that fucking creature out there and they'll vote for him. Why? Because those people have leverage here. Mitch McConnell has the leverage to have a Mitch McConnell replacement down the road. Mitch McConnell has leverage because he has been a senator for fucking ever. It's not like he got elected to the Senate and then was immediately like, okay, everyone's like, right, do you want to be in charge of all this shit? No, he was doing stuff before that, accumulating leverage from a very small point. If you notice that most of the people that are the most powerful people in the Senate and shit are old as fuck, it's because they're fucking rocks rolling around like Katamari Dynasty, absorbing favors and absorbing fucking quid pro quo and absorbing voters and absorbing goodwill until they become gigantic, colossal political chunks. A lot of them don't ever want to be president. It would be Mitch McConnell never wanted to be president, as far as I know, particularly after he became fucking Speaker of the House. It would have been a downgrade for him politically. Because he was the Speaker of the House for fucking, or the Speaker, the Senate Majority Leader, sorry. Senate Majority Leader for fucking, 20 goddamn years. Same for Pelosi. She doesn't want to run for president. She's fucking House, the fucking Speaker of the House for the Democrats, right? She's the head of the Democratic legislative organ in Congress. That's insanely more powerful than the president. And when you get to that kind of point, people don't have to like you. No one gives a shit. Hey, you're pro-genocide. You like killing kids. Okay, vote me out, fucko. Oh, you can't? Because you're so fucking unlikable, no one wants to talk to you? Because you fucking act un-American? Because you're pro-fucking terrorist? No one wants to deal with you? No one wants to talk to you? Looks like you have no fucking leverage. No one gives a fuck that I'm an asshole. No one fucking cares. None of my fucking constituents, none of the people that fucking pay me. Maybe some of them will try to cut out a little bit, but at the last minute, I'm going to tell them, I want $400,000 for my reelection fund, or your new dam that's going to give 3,000 people in your fucking neighborhood power. I'm not going to sign off on it. You imagine that? How about that? Oh, hey, you know that plant that was going to go to your fucking, your little shitpot town 3 of 10,000 in your little dog shit state? I was going to sign off yes on that, but you guys didn't give me enough money and I want more money, and it's not really a loss for me to say no to you. So either give me more money or you don't get 3,000 jobs. That's leverage. What did you say? If they don't accept the fact that the genocide is killing 4 billion fucking children a day, maybe they're going to lose. Dude, okay, yeah, fucking based. Everyone, if I was a fucking Republican and I was trying to win this shit, I would be sharing Hassan and Frogan like crazy. I would be sharing Frogan every fucking day. If I was to find out that the reason that she was astroturfed is because Dan Clancy's an unabashed fucking right winger, like Dan Clancy, CEO of a major company, guy that fucking the guy that fucking Jeff Bezos put in over top of the fucking political section of Twitch, one of the largest political platforms for fucking our generation of people and younger. What if maybe the guy that was boosting Hassan fucking hates leftists? So he boosted Hassan. What if that's the case? You know what that is? That's fucking leverage. That's power. What did you do? I found the one fucking idiot who's actually like legitimately hateful and dog shit as fuck. And we polled him. We did a focus group. We did a focus group with voters and we showed them Hassan and they fucking hated him. So we ran him. We ran him like crazy. They fucking despise him. Unironically, we found out we focus grouped him with like 6 or 7 people and we focus grouped his messaging and we found out that it's completely polarizing to voters in this demographic. Do you know how much that costs? Probably like $2-3 million. Do you know how much fucking money that'll save in an election? Unfathomable amounts. People don't even understand how the game can be played. They don't understand how it can be played. And I have to listen to somebody. If you don't start taking the uncommitted movement seriously, good luck when you lose. Good luck when you lose. We can leave. Like, okay, dude, dipshit, you already fucking lost the game. Do any other politicians talk like that? Do any other fucking talking heads talk the way he does? And he's fucking stunned, mind blown. He got fucking kicked out of the fucking DNC. What a loser. What a fucking idiot. God, dude, if there's 100,000 people watching him, those are 100,000 people you can discount from having any political advocacy ever in the future of this entire fucking thing. Literal fucking morons. Uncle I roll, thank you. Cries in Twitch whale. Dude, you talk about conspiracy theories and stuff. People are trying to talk to me like, oh yeah, the fucking CIA is infiltrating. The CIA is infiltrating. Oh, fucking this and that and that. Like, dude, they don't have to. They don't have to. Jeff Bezos isn't fucking stupid. Jeff Bezos is a fucking billionaire for a reason. Now, he might not be so smart he deserves to have $135 billion or whatever the fuck it is, but he was smart enough and knows how to use leverage enough to game the system until he made $134 billion or whatever the fucking number is at the moment. Do you think that somebody that can game a system like that can beat out fucking regulations, that can hire lawyers to work around stuff, wouldn't be like, hey, I've got $15 million laying around because I'm literally fucking Jeff Bezos. I'm going to pay a few focus groups in order to do the most amount. I've noticed that the internet's really getting in the fucking, it's really fucking yucking my yum. The internet is really yucking my yum. Okay, and it seems like young people are getting talked to by people that are not going through like the regular channels, and it's making them extremely politically active. I want to destroy that. I want to fucking annihilate it completely because it's really like they are voting crazy pro-labor, and a lot of them are like my best workers, so I don't want them uniting for any reason. What is the thing that I can do to make them all hate each other and become insanely divisive and permanently pissed at each other? And then the fucking two dickheads knock their coconuts upon each other for like 5 fucking seconds, and they're like, hey, did you know that Cenk Uygur has a nephew? And Cenk Uygur, the most unlikable guy in internet politics, the last person of all of the people on the internet that I would ever want to represent my side of a story, he has a nephew? Yes. Not only does he have a nephew, but get this, he's a fucking fake hookup artist guy. He has next to no screen presence. He gets insanely fucking pissed off. And he's just a money hungry fucking clout prostitute. Like, he would literally suck your cock right now for 10,000 likes. Like, he would like literally, we just showed him a picture of like a dick with plus 10,000 likes next to it, and he skinned his knees. It wasn't even real. He couldn't, but he tried to get to it. Oh yeah? Dude, let's fucking make him the fucking face of politics on our platform. For the last fucking clean year, there has been no force more opposed to positive democratic messaging on the internet than Hassan Piker. Really? Every fucking Republican, who gives a fuck? What is this shit? Rob Noor out here, what, fucking like, the Democrats, the Democrat party is a bunch of highfalutin political prostitutes. They are just they're devils. They're this. They're that. They're lying about everything. I can't quite hit the fucking Rob Noor pitch, the Rob Noor tone. You know what I mean? Fucking like Alex Jones has been too busy for anything, getting sued out of existence. You know what I mean? And Tucker Carlson's gone. Matt Walsh is ignorable. He's doing some like, I don't know, failed theater kid shit. But then when you look at Hassan has been nothing but destructive towards Democrat electability the entire time. Like, the Democrats' electability has been under fire from every fucking direction from him and his fucking supporters. You can't have a fucking Democratic politician post something and not have one of these fucking assholes literally put on my "I'm on your side" mask and then go and start calling you a genocidal fucking child torturing murderer, pro-rape fucking genocidist. For nothing. Literally for nothing. You won't get shit out of it. They just literally abuse people and abuse the goodwill of other people to get nothing. Which is the funniest fucking part. Dead City with a $2 super chat. Who's winning? I've been avoiding election news. Donald Trump is at 177. Harris is at 99. What did I tell you guys? It's 914. What did I tell you guys? He's at 177 and 99. I said he's going to be 200, so I'm a little off. But that's the fucking point. That's the fucking point of this thing. These little Dems, or not these little uncommitted movement fuckos. They're just an op. Even if they're not an op, at this point, there's no reason to treat them as otherwise. If you just see anybody with a fucking with a Palestine watermelon in their Twitter, literally count them out. Just count them out. Just be like, okay, you're a psycho. That's it. But don't you think? No, sorry. Not gonna even have the conversation with you. No point in it. There's no point in it. There's literally no reason to talk to them. Isn't that crazy? Because you know what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, literally do every single thing I've thought, or I'm going to try to sabotage everything that you've ever done. And so that's just a threat. It's literally just terrorism. There is no quid pro quo. And that's not leverage. That's terrorism. The opposite of it. You know what I mean? Ted Cruz is going to be more popular than a fucking Hassan with his political people that are around him, no matter how hateful. He could do the exact same thing. But people are going to like him because he can do something for you. Hassan can't. And more importantly, the uncommitted movement absolutely can't. They're literally just a detriment. The most they could do is what everyone else was already going to do, but they all decided to not do. You know what I mean? You're just a deficit that has to be brought up or worked around. You're just a pothole. Like, can you imagine that's what you bring to a conversation? You're all of politics is a negotiation. Still talking about leverage. All of politics is a negotiation. All of business is a negotiation, right? And it all comes down to quid pro quo. You give me something, I'm going to give you something back, okay? When you start talking to like the Congressional Black Caucus, that's like, hey, if you treat us right as the Congressional Black Caucus, we'll give votes and support in this direction. We're going to want some Black Caucus shit, okay? Some black jobs. When you talk about like, little voting blocks here and there, union members, okay? The union is people that are already going to vote, and now you can kind of try to direct them in there. Like, you have leadership all the way down that says, all right, I endorse all the way down. With these uncommitted fuckos, it's not just an endorsement, which is neutral plus, that's something that you can give. You already start off as no vote. You start off, the uncommitted literally means I'm not going to vote for you. I have not been convinced to vote for you, which is way more effort to get to neutral than it is to get to the positive, right? I'm going to vote for you, and as a voter, I want something. Do you see how much more valuable that is than I'm not going to vote for you unless you do something for me? That's the opposite of leverage. Literally, it's the opposite of leverage. It's explication of force. Now, that can be leverage in certain circumstances, but if every time someone has to deal with you, it's always like trying to undo the negative of your existence, the only thing they're going to be thinking about for the rest of their possible life when they have to deal with you ever is going to be how to work around you first. If this election goes for Kamala Harris, Hassan's political career is over. Over. He staked everything on it. This is his messaging. His messaging was, you're going to lose. The last minute, hey, but you still got to go out there and vote. You still got to go out there and fucking put your 2 cents in. I never told anyone not to vote. That bullshit is not it, okay? That's not fucking, you got to be, you're a fucking political commentator, bro. You don't get to be real. Dick ride. That's what you're for. You're there to dick ride. Politicians love that. That's why those MSM people get all the way big, because they're going to dick ride. And if they stop dick riding, that's a what? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling the support for you right now. What, you're going to turn it off? Yeah. You can't threaten somebody with a drought if you've never given them water, right? You know what I mean? If someone's getting water from somewhere else and they're just like, oh, look, dude, I'm going to go and I'm going to cut your fucking water off. If you don't do something, that's terrorism. That's a threat. Okay. That's literally trying to use a loss against somebody while never providing a benefit. Because he doesn't provide any benefit. There is no positive leverage because he's not dick riding. He's just constant. He is just a constant source of negative reporting, and he's not a real journalist either. So it's not like, there's some level of non-bias there. It's just consistent negativity. So he's staked his reputation on being like, well, actually it wasn't unbiased. It was unbiased. I was giving a fair reading by saying, like, without the uncommitted people that you're turning your back on, who I sort of represent and kind of drummed up out of nowhere and am the face of for most of the fucking internet that interacts with him. You didn't win, so I was right. If he's wrong, that's every fucking egg in the basket. And that's kind of that entire movement writ large. That's all they're good for, are these gigantic displays of force, but they can't do anything for you. There is no, okay, if you actually give us this thing, we're all going to, instead of whine and piss and break down fucking barricades and slap fucking reporters' microphones and shit out of their hands, we're going to get together and we're going to start canvassing for you. We're going to do a major fundraiser for you. We're going to put together a speaking event with 10,000 uncommitted voters so that you can talk to them and spread your message to them directly for you. There is no for you. It's literally either do this thing or we're going to take shit away from you. It's just terrorism. that's how that works. It is literally fucking political terrorism, minus the violence, but it's still an act of depletion, right? That's the whole thing with leverage. You have to be able, it's carrot and stick. You get somebody like Ted Cruz. Yeah, he fucks people over. He screws over the people of Texas all the time. But what you don't see, because you sit outside of this on the exterior ring, you're looking in from states that aren't a part of it. You don't see what people on the ground in Texas are going to see that aren't necessarily you as a voter, but just them. The problems that they have that are around them that he says he's going to fix. The many, many things that just in a general sense of day-to-day work he's going to sign off on that are going to be good. You can try to negative and downplay and naysay all that shit. And sometimes people are just legitimately bad. But, if he fucking gives fucking 5 really, really great hand jobs to fucking 5 really, really dog shit evil corporations that do happen to fucking employ 500,000 people net across the entirety of Texas, then, it's going to be hard to say, like, well, we do only have fucking baby pig killer industries here. That's my day-to-day job, and I do get $90,000 a year. We do only have that here because Ted Cruz signed off on it. He came and gave a speech here about how he made this happen, and he did make it happen. That's leverage. That goes 10 million miles further than, like, don't you think it's crazy that he's mean to immigrants? It's like, dude, I got kids to feed. I don't care about your kids. Okay, well, I don't care about you. I'm going to vote for Ted Cruz. Get fucked, loser. Get fucked. Oh, sorry, your morality didn't fucking convince me because I can't eat it. Go, boop, boop. That's you. Fuck you. And fuck the entire uncommitted movement. Fuck Hassan and fuck Hassan fans for constantly stumping for this dumb shit. It is the opposite of good politics, to the point where it's like, I don't know why the fuck he has ever told anyone he's like a political commentator. He should have just stayed like, I play video games and I work out. And sometimes I'll just have like strong feelings about politics. Like that would have been so much better. But he wanted to position himself as some sort of intellectual powerhouse which I don't even know if he's that stupid. I think he might actually be, but he's just not committed to it. Like, he's also uncommitted to knowing anything, right? Like, you can hate Destiny, hate him. I strongly suggest that he's a cunt. He's a cunt fuck, all right? He's irritating. He's wrong about a lot of shit. But he does absorb insane amounts of fucking factoids and trivia about shit so that he can have conversations with people on their level on the national stage. Hassan doesn't do that. I've seen I think I've seen Destiny debate every single fucking Republican I have seen on my Twitter feed sometime in the last year. Like, I think like literally every single fucking one of them. Sometimes in 20 versus 1 setups. He's out there literally fucking beating guys' asses in a gangbang. He's doing the fucking debate version of the hallway scene from Old Boy on a Tuesday with no announcement. Like, I was like, what happened? Like, oh yeah, for some fucking reason, Destiny sat in a circle and out gangbang the gangbang of like a series of 10-minute debates with just everyone. Who? What do you mean? Everyone. Like, some asshole that you saw on TikTok that you were irritated by, that guy was there. Actual Justice Warrior, I think, was there. Big Papa Fascist was there. I think there might have been some like congressional hopefuls and stuff. Everyone was there. He's debated the fucking Fresh and Fit guys like a series of times. He's debated Sneeko. I think he's been on Piers Morgan. He's debated Tim Pool, I think. And he's, I think, also literally debated Elon Musk and via the fake Elon Musk account. He's just everywhere. All the time. All the fucking time. Just literally sharpening his fucking stone. And then I've got to see fucking Fortress Arc and Fuckboy Arc. Vosh and fucking Hassan not doing any of this. Not even trying. Vosh or fucking Hassan had what? He debated some guy. I can't even remember who. It was like some fucking, he debated one nobody. So he's, for one episode, Destiny gets 25 random fucking conservative influencers. Hassan deigned to debate some guy. He debated some guy. I've never even heard of the dude. I can't remember him having seen his face. And then also lost to Willie Mack show, of all people, in a debate about how Hassan is bad at research. Like, what is the value of the guy other than he like powders your bottom? Like, he changes your deity? What in the fuck good is he? What in the fuck value does he have other than literally sabotaging your fucking movements on your behalf? Literally rug pulling you out of political fucking success. It is insane. It's insane to me. I just can't believe it. I've got problems with everybody because I'm a fucking curmudgeonly fuck. Whatever. You know what I mean? I like to criticize people. Okay, am I perfect in debates? No, not to everybody's standards, but I am to mine, so I'm good. But like, how this guy has so much fucking outsized amount of influence over these fucking spheres and is unironically more bad for them than anyone else that's in them, than any of the opposition. He's like literally worse than the oppos, because I can't think of a single Republican that has done anything that created a 100 to maybe 250,000 person gulf between themselves and the Democratic Party, or between the Democratic Party and success. Now, does that mean that every uncommitted person's actually going to stick to their guns? No. But that entire movement have you seen anything on the other side like that? Have you seen anything close to that on the Republican side? We're going to shut down hundreds of thousands of voters. He's getting 30,000 concurrents. You could be in an influence sphere, an influence pool of like 100 or a million to maybe fucking 50 million total people. And if like half of them are on your side, holy shit, it can't be that high. I refuse to believe that could happen. But like 250 to fucking 300,000 uncommitted people that might be like soft on the vote, that was That's like fucking 300,000 people that aren't going to be fucking stumping. They're not going to be trying to do any work. They're not going to be trying to make shit happen. They're just going to be sitting around fucking backed out. Some of them might legitimately not vote, and you're just throwing a damper on the entire election process for a gain of nothing. And you won't be able to turn it back. That's the other thing, the final part of the leverage deal. You know, a senator, I'm going to withhold my vote, but if you change my mind, I'm one guy. So that day, you can't pull back an entire movement that you have helped create. And if you didn't even create it, you've put an insane amount of momentum behind it. An insane amount. It's never going to stop. The uncommitted movement isn't done failing American democracy and the people that participate in the American democratic process yet. That is going to be an ongoing black hole in our political process for fucking years. I guarantee it. There's going to be people bringing it up. They're going to say, I was an uncommitted person back in the day. That's why now I'm sticking with the fucking goober pants. I'm going to be voting Jill Stein. All of the Jill Stein votes, I would say probably to like fucking 60 to 75% of them. But you can just attribute to all that kind of messaging. That's what assholes like that do. He split the vote. He split the vote like crazy. He carved a chunk off like a chip. But you need that chip. The votes are decided by 5,000 people, 500 people in certain states. You know what I mean? It can go down if one person wins. You know what I mean? And if it was 5 people, you lost 5 people to Jill Stein because you had fucking uncommitted voters. Dude, Jesus Christ. If you're an uncommitted voter and there's a loss, man, I don't know how you fucking live tomorrow. I don't know I don't know why you exist. What value do you have? In conversations. And I hate him for that. Like people are like, I don't hate people. I kind of hate Hassan. I kind of do. I kind of despise him for how dog shit of a person he has been and how bad he has been in politics for a while, to the point where I'm pretty sure he's a fucking op. I said it a year ago about other stuff before October 7th even was a thing. There's 200 fucking people watching a fucking video, 200 views total. You know what I mean? Like a year or so ago. And even then, man, I was like, I fucking think that this guy's fucking on the take. I think he's being paid by China. His Taiwan takes are weird as fuck. This is me talking when Leftovers was still around. I was like, his Taiwan takes are fucking weird. Like, that's like straight from the fucking CCP. Like, why doesn't he go a fuck about Uyghur Muslims? Like, what is this? What is all this CIA shit? And then you go into a different direction. All of a sudden, this motherfucker's like, what? Fucking going hard, trying to fucking like get people to not vote, saying that, oh, no. The moral failing on this is going to be on the Democratic Party. I don't know if you understand this, but if you don't do the work to meet these people, you're not going to let them speak at the Democratic National Convention. There's no reason. There's no reason to not think that they're not fucking racist. And there's no reason to support these people. You know what I mean? Like, who does that? Who do you care about a fucking victory at all? Do you not understand what the point of all of this is? Do you not understand that you're voting for 4 years, the next 4 years down the line? It's not like a fucking, I'm really happy for the last 4. It's, I fucking really want 4 more years of not the other thing. You didn't have leverage. You didn't have leverage. You tried to pretend that you did, and it fucking snapped off underneath you and fucking stabbed you in the chest. Now you're fucked. You're fucked. You fucked the whole thing up. So even if they do lose, it's fucking, it's that entire subsection of the internet's fault. And they need to be treated poorly by everybody going forward. There needs to be no, like, I will fucking shake hands across the aisle with a fucking not psychopathic fucking Republican. There are some well before. There's a lot of fucking red voters I would have a conversation with and shake hands with and say, like, you're a reasonable person before almost any of the uncommitted people. They're worthless. You're just worthless to me. What, you're just literally a traitor to my cause. That guy's an enemy. I know what an enemy is. The enemy's on the outside. Okay? I can be polite to him. You're in my fucking house shitting on my fucking carpet. He's trying to knock the door down. Like, I can deal with that. What the fuck is wrong with you people? NATO's spread to the east. The thing Hassan has been saying originates from Russian propaganda. Missing PNG, Tyler staring back into my soul, but happy you're back. Isn't exploding anymore. Keep up the great content. Thank you, Colin Seward. Damn, we're actually pretty close to a money treat. But yeah, that's my thing on fucking on leverage and people not understanding it. I'm gonna put out a much bigger video. It's gonna be me owning that's the seed I planted, where I wanted to talk about the campus protests, because we're well through October, so I should be on the other side of being able to find minutes and stories about what did or didn't happen and being able to parse them. But ultimately, I think that the Uncommitted movement, basically American pro-Palestine protesters, there's probably a few of you guys that are fucking solid as shit. You know your stuff. You've been talked past. You've been talked past. Your entire movement was hijacked by tankies and idiot children and legitimate, I think actually some legitimate Hamas terrorists, like terrorists from Hamas. or fucking Hamas fucking LARPers, you know what I mean? We have our 3%ers. I'm pretty sure that there are probably some Palestinian immigrants who try to LARP in their own way. And these fucking LARPers, they took your fucking movement over and they stole it from you and they made you look like a fucking asshole. They embarrassed the shit out of you people. And I'm gonna hit that hard as fuck. You can't ignore that. That's insane. I don't want the other side to improve. I'm always gonna tell them they're doing a good job. No, that looks fucking awesome. You know what I mean? You got your neighbor's kid. You're not gonna hurt your neighbor's kid. He does no talent. Fucking up, doing some dumb shit, just eating fucking whole turd nuggets out of his diaper. What is he doing? Let that little fucker go. Look, hey, good job, kid. You take your own kid aside. Hey, fix your shit, all right? You need to get out there in the workplace. Why don't you say that to him? It's funny as fuck to watch him fail. He's not my kid. Someone else's fucking kid. You know what I mean? Let him fucking work on it. But on our side of things, I think that really needs to get addressed. And I think I think it's high time we start ignoring the morality of shit. Fucking play pretend. It's all God stuff. It's ontological nonsense, which is just horse shit. Stop with the moralizing and the morality. Just talk about the sheer fucking economics of stuff, and it's always on our side anyway. That's a harder conversation to have. I have to know things instead of just saying what immediately comes to my guts. I know, yeah. So either that, I need to teach you that you either got to have the conversation a little bit smarter or you got to shut the fuck up, man. You can yell at people. You can be mean if you want. But it's just got to stop coming from these weird places of morality and stuff. I'm waiting for Trump to call it early and tell people, by the way, end of segment. I'm waiting for Trump to call it early and tell people to stop the count. I wonder if we're getting a J6 sequel of Trump's presidency too. It's going to be way harder to J6 sequel if he loses because, well, first off, they're already they've battened down the hatches in DC. DC's fucking locked up. And also he's not in charge, right? So up until the inauguration, Donald Trump was in charge of shit, So he could not put in measures in place to keep that kind of stuff from happening. However, we're on the other side of Jan 6, and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are in charge of the White House until Inauguration Day as president and vice president. So if they have any concern whatsoever about an insurrection, they can mobilize the United States military in its entirety to do whatever the United States military needs to do to put that down, right? Doesn't mean it's going to be all posse comitatus and some shit and you see Marines deployed in fucking downtown fucking Nashville or anything stupid like that. But National Guard deployment, barricades and fucking bullet throwers, setups. I think that's not too crazy to see. Maybe his son's getting that Russian money like Tim Pool. I really wouldn't be surprised. I still disagree with Tyler on the efficacy of student protest, but I agree with him on the efficacy of the uncommitted movement. With student protest isn't all student protest. That's the thing. That's why people keep thinking that I'm saying don't ever protest or student protests are bad, but just the student protests from half a year ago, pointless. Didn't do shit. And they kind of can't. To get into it, I know Killjoy's probably already, or if he hasn't, he will share again probably, because he did a bunch of research on this for himself and maybe for the channel if I ever get to use it. But boycott, divestment, boycott, BDS, boycott, divest, and sanction. Yeah. There's anti-BDS laws in America. So America has BDS is the boycott, divest, and sanction movement against Israel. So stop buying Israeli shit, stop partnering with Israeli corporations or Israel itself, and increase sanctions or do sanctions at all against Israel, right? We operate at a massive trade deficit, pretty significant trade deficit, a growing trade deficit with Israel. We basically pay for Israel to exist at all. That's just like inarguable. Like the economic data is there. And a lot of states across America have laws regarding various aspects of the public sector. So like, and schools fall underneath that. And some of that is like legitimately like you can't say Israel bad. Literal First Amendment limitations. Like you can't say Israel's bad. You can't participate in or promote BDS movements on campus. You can't permit BDS movements on campus. You can't engage with BDS movements or use BDS talking points as basically as a subsection of your negotiations. You can't permit BDS people into negotiations or do these things that fall underneath BDS as part of negotiations, and you have to maintain certain levels and blah 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 blah, blah, and you can't be seen to have been yet. It's this whole thing. Is it like fucking completely unconstitutional? I'm 9,000% sure, but a lot of them started in red states. So if you were protesting in a red state, you're probably fucked. If you're protesting, more than likely, I bet New York has some pretty fucking gnarly anti-BDS stuff. Any place that has a strong like ADL presence or like Israeli embassy style presence, or they have a bunch of fucking shit there, they probably have anti-BDS laws. And so the thing is a lot of these people that were ass mad at Israel didn't do the fucking basic research. They just thought that they could go out and yell. They thought that they'd go out, they could yell, they could mistreat other students, they could call cops pigs, and they could piss and shit their pants in public, and they could camp on. I still don't understand what the fuck that does. They could pitch tents on college campuses and say like, hey, what? If you find it hard to get around campus, just imagine if you were in Gaza and these walls were concrete, not made out of theater kids. And you're like, what? Okay, what? What? Thank you to Alcohol I Roll for the 10 gifted memberships. So like, it's a combination of. Got some sweet cheeks coming here in a second. It's a combination of there's no leverage. That's the point. This is the thing. That video is going to be about. There's no leverage. You have no leverage. No one gives a fuck about 10,000 kids, 100,000 kids complaining in a fucking country of 300 plus million. It doesn't, that doesn't matter. Shut up. You're in college. You can't even quit college and I would give a fuck. You know what I mean? Okay, quit your engineering degree at a fucking Ivy League school. Go for it. Okay. All the kids that keep getting their degrees, we'll hire them instead. You fucking idiot. You have no leverage. Oh, what your leverage is what? Like, if people feel bad when you see a college kid get rocked. I don't. I think it's kind of fucking funny. People that think that they can't get punched in the face, getting punched in the face is always fucking hilarious. It's just like the shock. Like, what? I never thought that this could happen to me. It's like, hey, now you're one of me. You're like me. You're one of the people that get hit. I get hit. I've always been at risk of getting hit. I've never talked shit to the cops because I don't have money. I'm not fucking. I'm not a person of color, but trust me, I'm from close enough to dog shit that they can see it on my face. I've been slapped upside the head by cops before. I've been fucking made to sit on my hands on blacktop when they scorching the shit out of the back of my hands in the summer heat. I wouldn't talk shit to a cop unless I was fucking guaranteed to get out of that shit. You little college fuckers. That shit's funny as fuck. You think violence against students is funny? Yeah. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, because you don't have any fucking leverage. You're going to whine to YouTube, get in my comment section, you're going to leave a mean comment on my YouTube video, turn that into a Senate vote, pussy. Turn that into fucking 5 kilograms of food for a Palestinian family, you dipshit. It doesn't do anything. You're wasting your fucking time because you're an idiot and you're lazy and you're stupid. You're on fucking YouTube listening to me talk. There's other shit that you could do. And that's the point of it. Now, if it was a protest about shit that was happening on the campus, yeah, you're going to have way more fucking effect. If it's a civil rights protest in the 1960s, completely different fucking situation. Completely fucking different. Apartheid back in the fucking 80s, 90s, completely fucking different. Completely different. Israel was around then. They saw what happened to the apartheid stage. You know what they did? They had people pass anti-BDS laws. They survived. And they said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to make it I'm going to use my leverage as a fucking sovereign nation state and the many people that rely on it, some who love it, some of whom are callous, to use leverage to make it really fucking hard for people to protest me out of existence. How fucking strong do you think protest is? It's a whole country with billions of dollars at its fucking disposal, and a lot of people that unironically, fanatically love it for good reasons and otherwise. Did you think you were gonna fucking complain them out of existence? You self-involved, spoiled rat fucks? You fucking babies? Are you out of your mind? You thought you were gonna stand up? I got a cop. Children have been punched in the face by police. Let's cut political and diplomatic ties to one of America's strongest allies who bribes its way into existence every day with millions of dollars spread throughout our entire national legislature and executive branch. Yeah, that's gonna fucking happen. Like, do you know how fucking stupid you sound when you say that? What happened? I presented a great case for why Palestine should be free to a police officer who was macing me in the quad. I'm surprised they didn't bring that directly to Benjamin Netanyahu. I'll tell you what. Are you fucking stupid? Well, what I was trying to do was influence my senators. You know what influences your senators more? Like fucking 10 crispy ones. Did you try bribing any of them? That's what you should have done. I'll tell you what, if every fucking person that fucking every fucking person that protested dropped out of college and turned their fucking tuition, $2,000, $10,000, $60,000 for that semester into bribes and just tried to bribe senators and shit, you would have gotten way fucking closer to accomplishing literally anything. But all this stuff is just like you're getting your ass kicked for nothing. And it's getting more and more embarrassing like as the fucking months go on. And I realize like, yeah, you just got ignored. Y'all got your fucking ass kicked for nothing. Careers ruined, expelled, asses beat. Nothing. You get nothing. You get nothing. Why? Because you didn't think first. What, you thought you're good? You thought you're fucking, all those good vibes you were feeling were like going to change the world? Did you think it was still 1968? Did you think that the fucking powers that be, the fucking evil overlords that were like 20 at that time and are now like 60, 70, 80, whatever the fuck years old, and they saw like, oh shit, well, we probably can't let people just fucking Neil Young us out of fucking imperialism again. You thought people were gonna fucking sing Ohio? You know why fucking National Guard didn't show up and start shooting you all? Because they learned. It wasn't because everyone was like, oh, we shouldn't kill college kids. It was because the powers that be went, oh, fuck, man. Shooting them fucking college kids at Kent State really fucking didn't do a goddamn thing for us. It really fucked up our leverage. Let's not do that again and do something else. And when they did something else, you didn't fucking parlay. People fucking trying to bring up 60-year-old tactics from already settled conflicts that have nothing to do with shit today, and they're like, "What? It should work." Haven't you ever heard of the Black Panthers? Like, are they around? Are they getting votes as the Black Panthers, or did they get any? Did they have a fight? Was Bill Clinton a fucking Black Panther all along? He had a secret like a lapel or something, you know? Like, did they get elected because of that? Like, no. They got murdered to the man because they got betrayed. And the police killed them all. Okay, so why are you trying to do the shit that they did? Like, why are you doing that? Like, dude, if the fucking specific tactic doesn't accomplish a specific goal, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. That's it. Don't do it. Don't waste your fucking time. Now, if you found out that, like, every time you go and, like, you sneak up to a police officer and say, like, hey, free Palestine, and got punched in the face, like an angel came down from heaven and just like picked up a Palestinian child out of the way of a fucking mortar round, I would be like, dude, go do it. Like, that shit cracks. Okay, cool. I didn't know God was on your side. I guess fucking reality doesn't matter anymore. So pop off, kid. Pop off, queen. Get it. Do it. That's cool as shit. But like this fucking horse shit of like, no, you just have to preemptively support people because they're kind of doing something that's like morally aligned with your values, and like it worked once in the 1980s or some shit, literally before any of those kids or even maybe you were born. Do they understand the intricacies of that movement? Like, have they studied it like to the T? Like, no. What they do is they say that it happened as a response to criticism, and then you're just supposed to be quiet. And then it question marks, underpants gnomes, question marks, it happens. Then it occurs. See, that's how it works. What you do is you feel strongly about something, and then you get your ass kicked once, and then the thing happens. And if it doesn't, you call people racists. Then you go back to class anyway. I have no right to tell Americans who to cast their vote for. Why did I get... Oh, Jesus Christ. That was fucking... Swedish kroner pop in his 50s. I have no idea why. I have no right to tell Americans who to cast their vote for, but if the choice is isolation, then it's trench digging in Lithuania for me in 2025. Skill. Dude, get it. Get it. People out here acting like these university students are actually children and should be handled as such. Yeah. Taking this position got me kicked out of a chat once. I think Mexico could take Israel in a street fight. I would be... Dude, if Israel got into a war with Mexico, with Mexico, I would be in Mexico in fucking BDUs in a heartbeat, dude. I have fucking Catholic saints on my goddamn buttstock. Like, vámonos. Viva la Mexico! Viva la revolución! Dude, I'd be out there. Fuck, I'm Zapata in this motherfucker. And ironically, T-Swift has more leverage than every college combined because T-Swift has an army of Swifties who are rabid to vote the same way she does. Yeah, dude, Taylor Swift is fucking based. You notice that Taylor Swift didn't try to start a movement of people fucking bitching and whining about like, hey, we want something first. She gave you a little bit on top of that. Now it's like, oh, okay, fuck. Courting T-Swift because she can give you something is way, way more important than dealing with, I don't know, a loose fucking rabble of pepped up fucking idiots on the internet that are all following some fucking, God damn, I'm sweating my ass off. Some fucking millionaire from Turkey/LA. Like, dude, don't be in fucking West Hollywood talking to me about shit. All right. Are you from West Hollywood? Isn't that from that Pink Pony song? I gotta give Sweet Cheeks a treat.
Hope you enjoyed your time on the West Side.